Today, we are going to be looking at more disturbing last photos of people ever taken. From disappearances and lost hikers to unexpected tragedies. We're going to be talking about this and more only in today's video. Just a warning, this video is fairly disturbing. Starting off this countdown, we have the lost hiker. This was the last photo ever taken of a woman's brother-in-law. A couple years back, he had gone camping and hiking, but he never returned home. He was missing for a couple of months until somebody found his body on the side of a cliff. Beside him was his cell phone and backpack. On the phone, they found this photo. Now, his death was ruled an accident, and they say that he just fell off the cliff while on his adventure. It's just scary to think that this guy was enjoying a relaxing view, and next thing you know, he's falling down and losing his life. And at number 9, we have the ultimate selfie. Now, I don't know if you all remember, but there was this weird trend of trying to take selfies in extreme places, like the Selfie Olympics or whatever it was called. Honestly, it resulted in a lot of deaths. Sadly, this was the case for Anna Ursu. Romanian teen Anna and her friend were on top of a train in an attempt to take the ultimate selfie. Sadly, while on top of the train, Anna raised one of her legs in the air and she was struck by 27,000 volts from the wires above her. The force was so strong that it actually sent her friend flying off the roof of the train. But she survived. Anna, on the other hand, was turned into a human fireball, as some sources put it. 50% of her body was covered in burns. This was the last photo ever taken of Anna. It was taken by an onlooker and witness to the accident. In the photo, you can see Anna laying on the train trying to take a selfie with her foot in the air. This was taken mere seconds before she was electrocuted to death. And at number 8, we have the cliff jumping. Several years ago, naval air crewman Shannon Nunes decided to take a celebratory jump at a popular cliff jumping spot in Hawaii. She was celebrating her recent qualifications as a naval air crewman. Now, jumping off this cliff was quite common in the area. It was a popular spot that people would jump all the time. But it's also very dangerous. This cliff is roughly 80 feet high. She took this photo before her jump. Little did she know what was going to happen. When she jumped, she ended up landing sideways, so she started to panic and then she drowned. Her two friends that were there tried to save her, but it was too late. Isn't it so sad that she took this jump because she was so excited for her accomplishments and she was so proud of herself? It's so sad that this took her life. And at number 7, we have William Sanders. William, or Dave Sanders, died a hero during the 1999 Columbine high school shooting. He guided more than 100 students out of the cafeteria during this tragic event. So when he first heard of the shootings, he entered the cafeteria and told everyone to leave at once. By the time the killers got to the cafeteria, it was almost empty. He saved hundreds of lives, but sadly, he ended up being shot twice. Now, he ended up getting himself into a science lab where students called 911 for help, but that help never arrived and he sadly didn't make it. This is the last photo ever taken of him. It was taken from CCTV footage in the cafeteria and it shows him ushering students out. Like I said, he died a hero. And at number 6, we have the falling rock. This photo features a group of individuals who went out hiking. Little did they know what was about to happen a few moments later. Literally minutes after this photo was taken, a rock above fell and hit the man on the far right in the red shirt. It crushed him completely. He died upon impact. All his friends witnessed this happen to him and it must have been so traumatizing. What a freak accident. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the skier. This photo is of a man who was out touring and skiing near a ski resort named Flusenberg in Switzerland. About an hour later, he passed away in an avalanche. His wife who took the photo managed to survive, and according to her, her husband was an experienced hiker. He had previously climbed Mont Blanc. This day, he sadly didn't bring his safety equipment with him because he thought it was just going to be a small hike. And he had hiked that route before, so he was very confident. They found him 3 hours later after the incident. Again, his wife managed to escape, and the last thing she heard her husband say was, "Get away from me, save yourself." And at number 4, we have the extreme selfies. 26-year-old Wu Younging was known for his extreme selfies. He was considered a rooftopper, which means he would stand on high buildings or structures or other precarious places and take a photo or video of him doing so. He made a living doing this, and he would do it without any safety equipment or harness. This photo was one of the last ones he ever took. In November of 2017, he died after falling off a 62-story building. He was doing this as part of a contest. So he climbed to the top of a building and sadly, he plummeted to his death. And at number 3, we have the deadly Tinder date. This is the last photo ever taken of Sydney Loof. Sydney was very excited to meet up with her Tinder date, Audrey. But Audrey wasn't who she said she was. She was actually a girl named Bailey. The two had already gone out the night before on November 14th of 2017. And on that day, Cindy sent her a message just, clarifying that it was only going to be them on the date. Because previously she had gone on dates with women and they have tried to bring, a male along for some extra fun. Audrey, or Bailey, was like, yeah, no, it's only going to be us. But she actually brought her boyfriend along. Then she convinced Sydney to participate in some acts. This led to them playing a game in which Sydney was choked to death. This is the last photo of Sydney, super excited about her date, not knowing how it would end for her. And at number 2, we have the red car. This photo was taken by a photographer on August 15th of 1998. The red car in this photo contained a bomb that would later take the lives of 29 innocent people and injure 220 others. The man and the child in the photo survived, however, the photographer did not. It said that the man and child had left the area before the bomb went off. After the explosion, the photographer's camera was found in the rubble. The pictures he took that day were still in perfect condition. It's scary to think that he captured a photo of the thing that would later take his own life. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the train selfie. Sadly, this is another case of people that risk their lives to take a selfie. In October of 2011, 3 girls, Savannah Webster, her older sister Kelsey, and her friend Essa Ricker were standing by some trains taking selfies. The last photo ever taken of them was this one right here. It was uploaded to Facebook with the caption, "Standing right by a train, ahaha, this is awesome." But as they posted this, another train came hurling towards them from the opposite direction. You can see the oncoming train's headlights in the top right corner of the photo. Before they knew it, the train hit all 3 of them and took their lives. John Anderson, the conductor of the train that hit the girls, said, and I quote, "They were in their own little world. He had blasted the train horn to get the girls' attention, but there was no response from any of them. They didn't hear it coming." He continued on saying, "We watched in horror as we got closer. We saw them for about 12 seconds until they disappeared from our sight and the train continued moving forward. They tried to stop in time, but they were too late." Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Again, I know it's a really heavy one, I apologize, but for some reason you guys like this series, so you all are psychopaths. I'm just kidding. But that's all from me today. You know the drill. If you like this video, smash that like button, comment something down below, and obviously subscribe to my channel. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan. Stick around for some bloopers, if there is any. I don't think there is. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.